Welcome back, everyone. SciTech with Tech Riot Gaming here on episode 4 of our Icarus Survival Hard Mode Ring Lake playthrough. We're picking up right where we left off last time. We just finished weathering a storm, repairing the shelter. Now we're going to head back out and do some more hunting, gathering to get more experience and raise our levels. Looks like we lost some trees in that windstorm. I'll go ahead and chop those up, because why not? Free experience. You know what? Before I do that, I forgot. We got some bacon on the last episode, and I wanted to grab that and use it for an experience boost, rather. Let's grab that, grab that, grab that. Let's see, this is 100, 150, 20, and 5. Okay, so these are the same. Let's just consume this, get rid of that, put that there. Let's consume our bacon, and consume that. Okay, so we should have our experience boost now. So we've got a total of 20%, because we got 5% from the one meat and 15% from the bacon. In case you did not see that, here's the bacon. 15% experience gained, and the steak is plus 5 experience gained, as well as this one and this one. All three of these meat types give us 5% experience gain. Any bit of experience gain you can get in this stage of the game is meaningful and worthwhile. You can see I got 130 experience just for chopping that section of the tree. You'll notice it even more prevalent when we start harvesting some ores. Can I get this? The tree is in the rock. I guess I can't get that one. Alright, moving on. Let's double check. I think that noise we're hearing is buffalo. We'll go ahead and take out the 2 sulfur nodes here. To get a little wood, I'll create another storage chest back at the base, and we'll put our mined ores in it. And I do have some iron back there too that I got from our previous cave exploration. You can see the experience I'm getting up top there, between 40 and 115 per whack, or per collected ore rather. That's pretty good experience at this stage of the game. It's not so helpful once you get above level 10 because you need so much experience to level, but you have to mine some more exotic material to get that kind of experience boost. Alright, let's go drop off what we have in our inventory. We'll create that extra storage chest. So used to having more stamina. It doesn't look like I spent all of our talent points unless I just got those, so that's my bad. I need to get some water too. Get some fiber. I don't have any fiber? Jeez. Alright, let's go grab that real quick. I collected all the fiber up here. Alright. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. Yeah, I knew those were buffalo that I was hearing. Finish clearing up all this. This will give us the fiber we need to make our box. Grab that. No, I'm overweight. Great, fantastic. Okay, as long as I don't run into any enemy or creatures, we should be okay. Oh, not good. Let's drop this. Okay. Those are crocodiles. No crocodiles. This is perfect. Watch the experience gain from this. Level 83 Jaguar, so we got 3,459 experience gain for that kill. Another added advantage to starting in Ring Lake is you get a decent amount of experience for killing these animals. Served two purposes there. We got our water situation handled and we got a kill. So, fantastic. Can I pick that rock back up that I dropped? I don't remember where I was when I dropped that. Oh well, we'll just pick up more. Maybe I'll find it. Was I over here? I think I was. There we go. Let's finish collecting up the last bit of this stuff. I know we're overburdened, but it'll be fine. I say as a bear comes charging down the beach. Just kidding. Oh, you saw me just drop that. I think it's spoiled food. Yeah, one of these things went bad. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. Where did my... that's funny. There we go. I prefer to keep the spoiled plants because I can use them in my fertilizer generator later. Wow, it's 1700 already. Day went by fast. In the low light conditions, that oxide rock sometimes looks like a wolf when I come up. I get all nervous. Move it slow. It's fine. We're about to offload all the stuff making us heavy. Just looking to see if there's any corn down on the ground there. Alright, we didn't grab that meat off of that guy, so that's fine. Consume those. Well, everyone, at this point in this episode, had a bit of an audio snafu. A keybind from my microphone mute shared the same key sequence as one in the game, so it muted my mic and I didn't know. So there's a segment of this episode where I'm talking and nobody can hear me. So I'm going to try and do a voiceover here and we will see how it goes. Right now I'm just dropping in some storage. We're doing some sorting of our inventory, getting ready to go out, try to level up some more. Again, I apologize. Part of the initiation process of getting back into recording videos. It's been a while since I've done this, and I forgot to double check my keybinds. So that has now been corrected, but in the meantime, I'll try and do some voiceover here during the silent portion of the video. I didn't want to lose the whole episode. I want to try and keep true to form, all progress in the videos, nothing done off camera, with the exception of the edits, the cuts I do for like early on for sleeping through the night. And later on when I just have to do a bunch of grindy stuff that's not going to make for a fun video, we'll cut that out. But for now, I want to stay true to form, show all progress, so didn't want to lose the episode, so we'll just talk through this again. Here I am, just sorting through inventory, getting rid of some of the wood that's in the inventory, placing it inside. Nothing too exciting. I'm deciding here to use bone arrows instead of the stone ones that I do have. So I'm going to craft up a bunch of bone arrows here. And I'm going to go over the damage differences because they're quite significant. It's not quite 100% increase. It's more like a 75 or 80% increase, I think. I didn't do the math, so I'm kind of just general rounding here. But you'll see here in a moment where I show the damage numbers. So there you go. Damage numbers for bone arrows. I'm talking a bit here about the difference in ammo types and why I chose to do it. There I'm showing the stone arrow damage versus the bone arrow. I originally said 100% in the video, and I said, well, it's not really 100%, so I should correct myself. So again, it's just a general rounding. I think it's around 80% increase. My original narrative on this was much longer winded than my recap. As you'll learn, I tend to like to talk a lot in my videos about stuff, ramble a little bit, if you want to call it that. But I'll try and not do that so much in this voiceover. Repairing up our tools, getting ready to go outside, do some leveling activities, scavenging, hunting, gathering. Just going over the experience gain bonuses here from the food. The bacon gives you 15%. The other meats are giving us 5% each. So you can have a potential of about a 25% experience bonus gain if you eat the right foods. Again, you can only have 3 food bonuses active at once, so you want to make sure you're eating your food in the right order. If you have, several types of food in your inventory, like I always tend to do, especially in the Ring Lake playthrough, because when you kill things, you get quite a bit of meat, and the creatures are so prevalent, and you're always having to kill them because you can't outrun them. You either kill them or you die, so end up with a lot of meat. Here I'm just kind of looking for opportunistic kills again, because we do get so much experience by killing. I think every kill we do gives us between 3,000 and 5,000 experience, which is really good here in Ring Lake, because the monster or creature levels are so high. I've decided I'm going to try and walk down the beach here, be a little adventurous. Cautiously checking the water. I'm talking about the island over there and how it's not a good idea to go over there because of the boss. I've iterated that several times already, so I won't rehash that out. But yeah, you don't want to go to that island until way later in the game. I was contemplating pickaxing that sulfur just for the experience, but Then I heard a wolf. And I decided that it would be a good opportunistic kill to take on that wolf. I'm going to go ahead and try and land fight this wolf. And I'm not going to be very successful at it. He's definitely doing a number on me. But I heard a second wolf off to my right, so I decided to jump in the water here and take both these wolves on in the water. Cheese factor for the win. Just checking around because I thought I heard some crocodiles. Looking at the swirls, making sure there's no crocodiles. So we got about 3,500 for each kill, and then we get about 1,000, 1,100 experience for skinning. So it's about 4,500 experience each, I think, on these wolves. The stone knife breaks so much. Komodo dragon trying to move in on our kill. There I hear a jaguar and I'm like, oh, he's coming for me. I'm gonna get back in the water and cheese this jaguar too. And here he comes. And with this skinning, we're going to hit level 10. Boom. There we go, level 10. Fantastic. That unlocks our crafting bench. It's going to mean that the next episode should be a lot more entertaining than the last two. With just the scavenging and the hunting and the trying to level up. I know it's not the most entertaining stuff to watch, but again, I wanted to keep true to form, try to show most progress in the videos, do very little or as little off camera as I can. So episode 5 will be a lot more entertaining. We'll be getting into our crafting bench, we'll be unlocking some of the newer technologies, getting some of those set up. Here I'm deciding that I'm going to maybe go over and check out the cliff area here where it transitions into the central part of the Ring Lake map. There's usually a lot of bad creatures here, and I'm just kind of checking over the rock to see what's down there to see if maybe we can explore a little further and I can show you the large cave that's down there. Noticing a bunch of moas, nothing too critical, too dangerous. As long as we keep our distance, we should be fine, so I head on down the cliff. And here's the second big cave. This one was open, to my surprise actually, because in my previous playthrough I'm pretty sure this one was closed off. I also was mistakenly thinking that all of the worm spawns are static as well. It does not appear to be the case. Because in this particular cave, I do remember most of the locations from my other playthrough, and they are different in this cave. So, you know, someone feel free to leave a comment in the down below if you feel that the worm spawns are not dynamic, and they are static. But I believe they're dynamic. They can spawn any number of worms in a certain range, and they can spawn anywhere in the cave at random. Is what I feel is going on. Here he gets me with a little poison splash, nothing too bad. 15-20 seconds of poison damage. I've got enough food buff though to offset, so I'm not too worried about it. You're in luck. The voiceover is going to end soon. As we get ready to exit the cave, I realize my mic is off. I turn it back on. Here we've got a deep ore deposit. It's an iron one. I'm talking about how great that is to have a copper one by our other location, by our shelter, and to have an iron one here in this cave. It's two of the most prevalent ores that we need. So it was good to see that. Here I'm talking about worm spawns again and saying, hey, there should be 2 worms over here that are hard to trigger, and that you have to kind of get up on this ledge over here to trigger them, but I get up here and nothing triggers, and the reason is the worms aren't over there like they were in my previous playthrough, which makes me feel like it's a dynamic thing, randomly generated, both the number and the location of worms inside a cave. I'm really trying to trigger them because I strongly believe they should be over there. That's why I'm all nervous, because I don't want to like jump up there and have them all come out and not be ready. And here's where I kind of realize, well, there's no worms up here. And so I start talking to you about the various minerals that are in the cave here. I'm kind of calling off what they are, you know, iron, titanium, platinum, etc. And shortly here I'm going to talk about how I know that, and I'm basing it off of the red pickaxe symbol with a single chevron down. Those brown and blackish looking ores are typically iron. The 2 chevron down pickaxe image on a similar looking piece of ore means it's titanium. Titanium and iron look really similar to me. So that's how I'm able to determine what they are without pulling out my pickaxe and actually seeing the name. I was talking about that coal node up there being kind of hard to reach, kind of up and out of the way. Just confirming that that's coal. Here's where I actually go into the narrative in the original video about the chevrons and how I'm able to determine what type of ore it is without actually pulling out the pickaxe. And maybe it's just me, maybe it's only me that has a hard time differentiating between iron and titanium. I think they look really similar. But luckily titanium can only be harvested with a tier 2 pickaxe. So the symbol is slightly different. Here's where I'm trying to shoot my bow in water, and apparently I'm struggling. And I don't think I kill the worm, and I try to get out and get back again, but apparently that last shot did kill him. Kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting him to be there. So I'm coming back to try and kill him, and then he doesn't pop up, and then I realize there's a worm carcass over there. I'm like, oh, I must have killed him. I'm talking about the ores in here again, identifying them, just saying what they are. A lot of ore in this cave. Talking about the coal, iron, we've got some titanium. See, they look very close, very similar. Iron up there. Talking about the worm casings here. I go into why I'm not picking them up. The worm scale and the poison sacks that are used in exotic recipes for things like worm scale spear, worm scale throwing knives, worm scale armor, but that recipe can only be unlocked, I think, through purchasing it, like using the points in the purchase system that are originally with the mission and outpost modes of the game. Now you can get them in survival in the with the mission board as rewards, but not the recipes, just the items, right? So what I haven't confirmed myself is whether or not when I get one of those items, it unlocks the ability for me to craft it after the fact. I'm not sure if it does or not. But the reason I don't pick up the worm scale stuff is because it's so heavy, and I just can't use it at this point in the game. It would just take up storage space. Commenting on that copper node being down in the rock and not reachable. Just re-identifying some of the ores. Talking about that being aluminum, how that's a great find right there. Another coal node. At this point, I'm realizing we're in a storm. I'm not going to go out, and then I'm like, oh wait. I realize that my microphone has been disabled this whole time. I struggle to figure out why. Switch out over to my OBS studio, get it re-enabled, and we'll start talking here in a moment. Appreciate you hanging with me on this voiceover. Sorry I had to do it, but I wanted to keep the episode in the series. Look forward to having you visit and hang out on future episodes. We'll continue the video here. Well, I'm back. Apparently, I had my mic muted for a little while there. I'm not sure how long it was muted for, but you know, the early troubles of getting back into recording videos. I apologize. I'll try and do a voiceover for the part before where I was muted and do the best I can from a conversational standpoint. We're going to go ahead and weather the storm here in this cave entrance, and then we will head back to base and see the damage. Probably going to see a number of these trees falling when this black band hits us. I definitely don't want to be outside during it, so gotta make sure I don't walk out too far. What is that icon? Food contamination. What? What did I get food contamination from? That's weird. Alright, black band has passed us. You can see the trees down over there. The storm will be subsiding, so okay, that's just a deer. You could tell by how it was running, or how fast it was moving. Not sure what that was. I don't know if you guys noticed that it looked like it was thinking I was in a cave, but I wasn't. I apologize for earlier. With the microphone that was turned off. I'm not sure how that happened. There must be a keybind that correlates to a game key. I'll have to double check that and just make sure that doesn't happen again, because I didn't notice. So a good portion of the episode probably has me talking and you not able to hear me. But I'll try and do a voiceover. If that doesn't work out, then I'll just scrap this episode and we will make the next one episode 4, and I'll just talk about leveling process that we did to get to level 10. So we'll check for hostiles. Looks like we just got a Moa spawn, which is okay. Looks like our shelter is still up, which is good. It does look damaged. We got some buffalo up here as well. I am okay with all these passive creature spawns, as long as that Moa doesn't trigger when I go in my base, which would be bad. Because if I put away my weapon, it might be okay. Alright, let's repair up. Actually, looks like we didn't get hit too hard. Come on. There we go. Come on. Repair. I don't know what's going on here. It's being stubborn. This is the downside, right? To having shelters in Ring Lake that are not made of stone. With the frequency of storms, you're just constantly having to worry about repairing your shelter. And making sure that it doesn't get destroyed if you're away too far. Or too far away for too long, I should say. Come on. I don't know why this is being so finicky right now with repairing. Hopefully I have wood on me. I do. Luckily, none of our stuff got damaged. I can't tell you how many oxidizers I lost in my offline solo playthrough because my shelter got blown through by the wind and it destroyed my oxidizer, because apparently that can take damage from wind when it's not sheltered. Alright, beams, I'm not going to check all those, I'm just going to assume they're good. Let's just double check the floor tiles. They should all be good too, but I just like to double check because on occasion the wind blowing under the shack like that, it can damage them. Okay, we're good. We are going to call that an episode. We made it to level 10. We're going to get into crafting in the next episode and have a little bit more fun than just hunting and gathering. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope everyone's enjoying the series. Enjoy your gaming, and I'll talk to you again soon.